Okay, welcome. Welcome to our first Account Executive Training webinar in 2017. So we officially started relaunching this program in January. Took us a while to get it going. 3 of our executive team members actually had babies in the month of January, so it was a busy month for the Fundwise family, and the Fundwise family is growing. And we've got more Fundwise babies coming along the way.
More babies.
So it's an exciting time, and actually my wife and I just had our 5th child, and you're going to hear from Corey later, and he and his wife just had their 5th child as well. And that'll be 5 kids under the age of 7 for him, which is pretty crazy because I've got 5 under the age of 13. And it's a little more manageable for me. Corey doesn't need any sleep at night, so it works out just fine.
You'll see the bags, you guys. You'll see the bags.
So the purpose of today's webinar is kind of to give you an overview of some of the top marketing strategies that are working really well for some of our current referral partners who are making a very strong living full-time as account executives in the Fundwise Capital program. And the main topic that we want to go over today, and the main theme of today's webinar, is learning the secrets of our top referral partner strategies. So this isn't a brand new program that we're just trying to figure out. We've actually been running this account executive program going back 3 years into 2014 when Corey and I first launched it with one of our previous companies. And it's been extremely successful, and we've learned what works and what doesn't so that you can work smarter. And if you want to work smarter and harder, well, you're going to do very, very well. But at the very least, if you work smarter, this can be a great part-time income for you and help you reach some of those New Year's resolution goals that maybe you set for yourself.
Hallelujah.
Amen, my brother. Can I get an amen on a Wednesday?
Amen.
Amen. All right, I believe. So we're going to show you how you can make a 6-figure income just by sending leads and loads of people who are looking for money for the business. Make money by helping entrepreneurs get money. What could be better? Politicians want to talk about, creating jobs and economies. But that's what you have the opportunity to do as an account executive. You're going to help entrepreneurs get money. They hire people, they create jobs, they create economies, and they change the world. And that's why we love entrepreneurs and we love this business, and we're passionate about it. We want to invite you to go swimming, immerse yourself in the passion that is Fundwise Capital and funding entrepreneurs across the country. So here's our overview. We're going to be going over Fundwise, the Fundwise history, how it works, where we came about, how we've grown from just a few to 20 employees working here in the office, and literally dozens and soon to be thousands of account executives across this country. We're going to build a tribe, a community. We're all going to learn together, grow together, create wealth together, and we want to invite you on the journey. We're going to talk about what this account executive program is, how it works, a little short history of this program, and then we're going to talk about how you get started with the account executive program. So I'm going to cover these first 3 topics, and then our account executive director, Austin, is going to cover getting started with the program, how to submit a lead with the program, how to track your leads with those daily, weekly, monthly reports, and then our chief marketing officer, co-owner Corey Price, is going to review the top niches to target because he's run this program before, he knows what works, the top networking strategies, top marketing strategies, and the content for contest for the month of February. We have a contest. We're going to have cash prizes and contests for account executives that really get going in this program. So you're going to want to stay to the end of this webinar so you can find out the details about that contest and take advantage of it. So let's get started. So Fundwise Capital, my team and I, we've funded over $150 million for clients across this country for various needs. The whole idea is that we help the client take their dreams and turn them into reality, turn them into the truth. I am the founder and CEO of Fundwise Capital, and also the author of the best-selling book, The Business Funding Formula. You can get it on Amazon. You've probably seen the emails. Hopefully you had a chance to download the book for free on Amazon Kindle the last couple days, and we want to encourage you also, give us some feedback. Go to Amazon and do some reviews. Let us know how the book is. And what we offer our clients and what makes us different is we guarantee to get the client the best funding. In the funding niche or realm, lenders and brokers pretty much sell what makes them the most money, not what's the best funding for the client. What makes us unique is that we get the client the very best funding guaranteed. We don't take lender kickbacks, which allows us to objectively secure the best funding for the client. The same funding, in fact, that we've got for ourselves that helped us launch this business and other businesses. We are a product of our product, from 0% credit lines to traditional lines of credit, term loans, everything that exists. The Account Executive Program, the AE program, it's our referral-based partner program. With the objective of making it easy for you to find entrepreneurs who need money for their new or existing business, and basically help them. And you don't have to do a lot of the legwork. You just find that interested entrepreneur, and you just put them in our system. And the cogs in our system work like a very finely tuned clock that just moves from 1 to 12 all day long and gets that client from zero to hundreds of thousands of dollars in funding. You don't have to do the sales. You don't have to do the funding. We do all the heavy lifting. All you do is put them in the cog, and we'll take care of the rest.
Easy.
So, short history of the Account Executive Program. It started actually, like I said, back in 2014 with my previous company, Lion Credit and Capital. Now, in that company, we kind of focused on bigger deals. We didn't focus as much on startups, and we realized that we could help a lot more entrepreneurs and people if we focus more on the startup niche, and so that's where we've been. Of course, we get the best funding for existing businesses, but by helping startups, I mean, there's just very few options for them other than what we offer, so it's a huge niche to fill, and that's certainly where we focus. Back in 2014, I was on a plane ride from Miami back to Salt Lake City, had a stop in Minneapolis, and it just came to me, wow, what if we could get this opportunity out to all the entrepreneurs in the country? What's the most effective way to do it? And I thought, what if we had a handful of really sharp, professional, well-trained account executives in every major city and location across this country to get this message of our funding out there? How powerful would that be? What a great opportunity it would be for these account executives. And that was where this started on that late, cold night in, I want to say it was actually 3 years ago to the day. I think it was February 1st that it happened. So
that's crazy. No coincidence.
Pretty funny. I think it was
meant to be.
Meant to be. So the AE program, like I said, was with Lion Credit Capital, focused more long-term funding. We were doing multi-million-dollar deals. Boy, they would just take forever, and it was very difficult doing. So we really developed into a credit line company offering lines of credit, 0% credit lines. The great thing about revolving credit, it's available. You don't pay on it unless you use it. 0% interest for the first 9 to 15 months. And hopefully you've seen the FundWise products training video in your account executive portal. So that really explains very well the products that we offer. So that's the program from 3 years ago to where it is today. Again, we know what works because I've literally been out there. I've been out there in the trenches working all of these marketing strategies, as has Corey, as has Austin, a lot of our other professionals here at FundWise. So we're just going to guide you to the most effective ways to grow your business and get it going now. Okay? Now we're going to turn the time over to our boy Austin, the Account Executive Director at FundWise Capital, and he's going to explain how you get started as an account executive. Now, I know a lot of you know him. You've already spoken to him. You've got your funnel and your customized web page up to roll, but he's just going to repeat it because we have a lot of new people that are going to see this training as well. So we want to make sure things are very clear for you. Here we go. Here's Austin.
Now, Austin is not married yet, so he's not expecting a baby like most of us are at FundWise.
Not yet.
Not yet.
So let's give him a round of applause.
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey, it's good to be here. I'm Austin, the Corporate Director here of the Account Executive Program. It's a pleasure to be here, a pleasure to talk to you guys. I've talked to a lot of you on the phone already, so hopefully you recognize my name and my voice, and hopefully we can be able to get more account executives nationwide so we can be able to start bringing in some volume and obviously making you guys some money and some extra working capital for whatever you're doing nationwide. But the Account Executive Program is we wanted to make it as smooth as possible. The biggest thing is obviously some of you have already signed up at fundingpartners.biz. There you can be able to express your interest in our Account Executive Program, what you want to be able to do to kind of bring in a little bit more capital, a little bit more flowing capital in your day-to-day lives. So there you can be able to apply and kind of express your interest. And then one of our representatives, either me or someone else on our call floor, will go ahead and contact you and can explain a little bit more on specifically what we do here. The biggest thing is we want to be able to help you guys see success. That's what our webinars are going to be for. That's what all our trainings are for, is basically to be able to show you guys how to see success and how to bring in volume. Basically, you'll talk to one of our AA directors. We can explain specifically how things work. And then what we were going to be able to do for you is we're going to create you your own personal landing page. From that landing page, you can be able to kind of traffic the volume that you bring in. You can be able to send your clients basically just their first name, last name, basic contact information, and then we'll go ahead and contact your clients, and like Leo already explained, we'll walk them through the entire process. We'll answer any questions that they have, any concerns that they have, and we'll present all the different funding options that are going to be available to that client. So as an account executive, it's going to be very hands-free. Basically, you bring them to the table, and then we'll take care of them. And our biggest thing as a company is we want to be as transparent as possible. So that's why we're going to be sending out daily, weekly, and even monthly reports on specifically where your clients are at and how close they are to being able to secure that funding that they're applying for. And then obviously it lets you guys know as account executives how close you are to getting paid. Obviously, if you're an account executive that's looking only to send in a few leads, you can also go to fundingpartners.biz and you can be able to send in leads there. And then you can be able to kind of send in a couple of leads and be able to make a commission and a compensation from those few leads that you can send in.
Make sure you list your AE refer, that you're the refer, so you get credit on that.
Exactly, yeah. We want you guys to get credit for it.
It's right there on the form. So
exactly.
There's a place where you can put your name so that you get credit for it if you do not have a landing page yet.
Yeah, it's really, really nice and easy, so you can be able to send in those few leads that you have. And then obviously if you have your own landing page, let's promote it. Let's put those on business cards. Let's put that on our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever social media account that we have. Let's send that out. Let's start bringing in some account executives and even people that are in need of securing that personal and business financing. So I think that's everything they wanted me to do today. Guys, again, thank you so much. Basically, I mean, we're sending out daily, weekly, and monthly reports if you're an account executive so you can know where your clients are at. And then if you have any questions or concerns, don't hesitate to give me a call. My number is listed on your account executive portal. And then I would love to hear from you guys and any feedback that you have. So thanks, appreciate it.
Amen, yeah.
Thanks, brother. So if any of you have some cute daughters, you just saw Austin.
Let's go.
Right there. All right.
Different types of referrals. Start sending
different kinds of referrals. Quality referrals. We will take care of you. Okay, so just a quick recap on the tracking your leads. If you're worried at all about how your clients are progressing through the pipeline, we send out reports to everybody. So all of our referral partners will get a report. There's two kinds of reports: a leads report and a pipeline report. A lead report is for everyone who's sent in leads, so you can see the leads are there in our system. You can also see if they've been contacted in your reports. And then those leads that have moved on, that we've collected a credit report from, that are in underwriting, will be in your pipeline report. So you'll get both of those reports. First you'll get a weekly report, a weekly lead report, and a weekly pipeline report until you start sending in more reports. We have some referral partners that get a daily report because they send in quite a bit of leads on a daily basis, which is where you want to be because that's where the money is at. So that is for the reports. We've got tracking covered. And on to my favorite part, because I am a marketer at heart. It's my background. I had an SEO company back in the day and saw the opportunity with Fundwise. And actually I went through the funding program to help build this company. I'm one of the co-owners of Fundwise Capital. And just to tell you, we are a product of the product, just like Leo said. I went through that program, got funding. It was $64,000, just to be specific. And we have used that for marketing, and we have grown a few 100% in just the last 6 months. The demand is incredible. So just to tell you, we practice what we preach. Amen on all.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Right?
I believe.
Okay. I'm a believer. So the niches to target: startups. We fund a lot of startups. Most funding companies do not. That is one of our specialties. We work with a lot of startup companies. We help them get unsecured lines of credit. Also, house flippers. This is huge. So those buying properties and wanting to renovate them and then sell them for a profit, the unsecured lines of credit is a perfect fit for that industry. So you can actually go to real estate forums and websites and look for house flippers through social media. Find those guys. They love what we've got. We have funded a lot of people that are in the real estate industry. Small business owners, most business owners are undercapitalized and they always need money, so they are a great audience to approach. There's so many business owners in America. It's what drives America. Speaking of driving America, truck drivers, for some reason, we fund a lot of truck drivers. They all need working capital. Gas is expensive. My father-in-law is actually a truck driver. He spends $13,000 a month on average in gas alone. Trucks break down every so often because they're driving them all day, every day so hard. And so that's actually, it's a specific niche, but it's a good one. We fund a lot of truck drivers. Entrepreneurs. Everyone, I think, is a little bit an entrepreneur at heart. So those guys in their corporate 9-to-5 job, they're thinking about a business. They've had a hobby in the past that they kind of want to monetize. They've got a plan to maybe escape one day, but they don't know how. Those guys, we can fund those guys, and they're often pretty good entrepreneurs. Those that are thinking about starting a business often have a decent credit score and are ready to get going on something, and they need a little bit of money to make that happen. Amazon and eBay sellers, those that have an Amazon or eBay store, they need inventory, and we can help them get inventory with those credit lines, unsecured term loans as well. So that I give you an idea of some niches to go after. This is not a comprehensive list. There are a lot of other niches out there that are needing funding that are great. Direct sales could be one, but there's a lot. We'll go into that in more detail in other trainings. So we're going to do the webinar on a weekly basis, and we'll do these trainings, and it'll give you a lot of ideas on where to go and where to find clients to get funding. Top networking strategies. I put in networking strategies because networking is possibly one of the best ways to find clients. Meetup.com I put at the top of the list because those that Meetup.com is a free website. If you haven't been to Meetup.com, you should go there and set up an account right now or right after this webinar. Watch the whole thing first and then go there after the webinar. Meetup.com, you set up an account, and there are groups in your area all over the nation of people that meet together. Business owners will meet in a group maybe once a week or once every couple of weeks. You can go there and just meet with them. You can find out where that location is where they're meeting and talk to them about how can I help you guys grow your business. We can provide funding for you. Let's get your name and number and see what you qualify for. There's no obligation. We don't to get pre-approved, we don't even do a hard pull on your credit, so it protects your credit. There's no risk.
Give them the Dana strategy on that.
The Dana strategy. So let me explain what the Dana strategy is. A story about a year ago, almost exactly a year ago actually. Dana is a guy that he came as a referral partner wanting to refer business over to us, and we were working with him a little bit and didn't hear much from him, but about a week later after we started working with him, all of a sudden there were 7 leads that showed up in our system from Dana, and they were all great qualified clients. I think almost all of them signed up for funding. There was 7, and it was from Dana going to a meetup meeting about real estate. So there was a meetup group of house flippers near where he lived. So he went to that meeting, he talked to them, what if I can get you guys unsecured lines of credit so you can buy more properties and flip more properties and sell them? They all were so excited and freaked out and said, yeah, please, here's my information. And those 7 leads came into our system and we got them funding. So Meetup.com is extremely powerful. That one meeting, just one meeting, was worth $5,000–$6,000. And there are meetings a couple times a week. Actually, there's a meetup group that meets. You can find one every single day of the week. So take advantage of that. Take advantage of networking. Chamber of Commerce, BNI, that's Business Network International. Those are other networking groups. I put Meetup at the top because it's free, and there are groups everywhere. And there's tech startups, there's small business owner groups. It's a great way to start out to find some business. But there are other networking groups, so if you're wanting more, you can be as aggressive as you want. Seminars and conventions, it's also a strategy that our friend Dana put into his portfolio of how to get leads. He would go to networking events. He would, a couple times he got a booth and got a lot of leads from getting a booth by providing funding for entrepreneurs. He would mostly just go there and he would just talk to booth owners, and he would find leads from these guys that had clients looking for funding. For an example, there was a lot of hard money lenders out there. With hard money lenders, you still have to put, say, 20% down for a down payment to get that hard money, and we can provide that down payment for those real estate investors that are getting hard money loans. And so he would do that. He'd go to hard money lenders, and he'd get a lot of people, a lot of clients that just couldn't get that loan, but we could help them out. Just make a lot of connections at conventions and seminars. It's a good place to go. LinkedIn is another one. I bet a lot of you have LinkedIn accounts. Go through your contacts and think who might be interested in getting money, or more importantly, who may have clients that are interested in money. Those connections for you can be a lifetime supply of referrals. Meet with those people that have access to large networks of potential clients that are looking for funding. Marketing strategies, there's a lot. I only listed 3 because one thing I've learned over the years with marketing, it's better to focus on one marketing channel that you're already good at, that you have experience in, than to diversify and play a little bit here in Twitter, play a little bit here in Facebook. You're not going to get much traction unless you post content and you're actively joining groups and you are working with one specific network that you have experience in. And as you get some momentum going and you're working it, you can add another one. But we will definitely get into a lot more specifics on marketing later on down the road. That's what we really enjoy. But there are a lot of connections that you can make on Twitter and Facebook and through email lists. You probably already have a bunch of contacts of work associates, other entrepreneurs, people, business owners that you've just met over the years, friends that you may have. If you look through all your contacts through email and Facebook and Twitter, and even in your phone book on your phone, you're going to start getting some ideas. What we like to do is we want to say, just after you sign up as a referral partner, if you haven't yet, make a list of 25 people after going through all your Facebook contacts, your phone book, everywhere. And this is not a, we want you to approach your family and sell them on stuff kind of stuff. This is not an MLM kind of thing. Not even close. But you already know a lot of people that can help you with referrals and get some momentum going and start making a lot of money. So the contest for February.
Oh yeah!
Woo! Yeah, this is exciting. So we're going to pay a $1,000 bonus if you send over 5 referrals within a month's time that sign up for funding. So basically how it works, you send in a referral either through your landing page or the fundingpartners.biz website. We get their credit report, we underwrite them, and then our finance specialists talk to them. They want to move forward with getting funding. They sign our FundWise agreement to move forward and get funding, and that counts as 1 right there. So get 5 of those that sign up for funding, and you will get a $1,000 bonus as soon as one of those 5 finishes their funding, which is, our average is like 30 days. So say you sign someone up near the beginning of February. By the end of February or beginning of March, you're going to get that $1,000 bonus. But more than that, so you're already getting 20%, and the average amount that comes in per client is about $5,000. So that's going to make you $5,000 in the month of February anyway, which is full-time income for most people, and even it's above the average. It's above the median average in the United States. And you can do this on the side. You go attend a couple meetup groups, and you can probably get 5 referrals that will sign up. It's $5,000 plus that $1,000 bonus. $72,000 a year, just like that. And I want to tell you, we've got referral partners that are sending 20 referrals a day, you guys. 20 referrals a day. So add that up. It's a lot of money. So we've got referral partners making $20,000 a month. Like, it's just, that's not a big deal to do that. There's so much business out there. So we hope you're excited. We are so excited that we can't sleep at night often. As you can see, the bag's underneath my eyes, right? So now we actually want to open it up to question and answers.
Q&A?
Some Q&A. So what you have to do, though, is you have to be logged into your YouTube account, which you might already, which means you start working on those 5 referrals, that contest. But if there's anything that we didn't quite cover over this meeting, you've got a question about, we would like to answer those questions. So if you want to start chatting right there on the right side of the YouTube video, type out your question. You can see that we're getting over to our YouTube video in a second. So if you're typing the question, everybody will actually see it right here on the screen.
Okay, so Leopold says, I am in need of a landing page. What's the best process to get that going?
If you need your landing page, talk to Austin. Austin sets up those landing pages for you. It's a small monthly fee just to cover our costs to have your own landing page. Those that already have a landing page, they're grandfathered in to our special deal. The very first ones kind of got a little bit of a special deal. But we only charge, right now it's $29.99 a month to have your own landing page, to also have your own email so that you can make business cards and send those out, and have access to all of our training. So that's just to cover our costs. And then you get your own landing page that we maintain. And we've actually spent, about, thousands and thousands of dollars tweaking our landing pages and testing them so they convert well. They're pretty simple. There'll be a little video in the top right of your landing page explaining how it works after a client puts in their info, what happens next, that they're contacted by our finance team, and that they just get a credit report from Credit Check Total. Then we underwrite that credit report. Credit Check Total is the most accurate that we have found out of all the credit report services out there. And we underwrite that. We hold the client's hand through the whole entire process. That is something that sets us apart. No one else in our industry has the communication that we do with the client. We hold their hand the whole way. We also, in that reporting, the reports that you get, the pipeline and the lead reports, there are statuses in those reports. We are putting a video in the account executive portal where you can see what all those statuses are, so that you know where the client is in the process. We have so many different stages that we work with the client on. On our end, it's easy for the client, but there's a lot of moving parts on our side. Just to tell you that there's a lot of value that the clients are getting. We spend hours with each client making sure that they get the best funding possible. So, other questions? Let's see.
Michael asks, I am new. Where should I start my training?
Okay, if you are new, go to fundingpartners.biz and when you click on the apply now and you fill out that form, if you've already done it before, it's okay, you can do this again. Fill out that AE form, and after you submit that, it's going to take you right. So if you're applying for an AE, most of you have already done this. You'll click on this button right here, apply now, and you fill out this form to be an account executive. That's what we call our referral partners. So you fill out this form right here, and if you've already done it and you haven't gone to the training yet, then you can do this. You can do this again, but you'll just put in your basic contact info right here, and as soon as you submit this form, it's going to take you to a page that says, "Thanks for signing up. Now click on this button and you will go to where you can access your training." And so after you fill that in, it takes you to this page right here, popping up, "Thanks for applying." And then right here, this is where you access your training on this page. So you click that button, it takes you right to your training account. And so it's kind of like you're signing up twice. You sign up once to be a referral partner, and then it takes you to this page where you sign up to access your training. So you'll put in your name and create a quick password, and remember that password because we're going to add training pretty much on a weekly basis. We're going to put this webinar there in the training, so you're going to want to log into your account and maybe get a refresher and watch parts of the webinar again. We'll also put in these PowerPoint slides so you can download it, so you can just go through the bullet points really quick, so you don't have to spend an hour going through the whole webinar if you don't want to. But hopefully that helps. I think that probably answers your questions. So Leo just pulled that up on the screen right there, and he's signing in, and after you complete your sign up, you'll actually see 3 videos that you'll watch that explains the products that we offer: lines of credit, unsecured term loans, and traditional lines of credit. And you'll get the basics on the whole program, and you'll be ready to start sending over deals. But if you don't have that landing page, talk to Austin about it. You'll want a landing page for sure. It's a lot easier to promote your own link to everybody and have them go to your page. So Leo's got this pulled up right here. Here are the 3 trainings: the welcome and overview, Fundwise product training, so you can learn what we offer, why we are different from the rest of the industry, and then basic account executive training, which goes over some of the things we went over today, but it's just a 13-minute video, and by the time you're done watching those 3 videos, you're ready to start sending leads over. It's really easy. Just send in the basic contact info of one of your referrals, your clients that want funding. Send it in to us through your landing page or through that fundingpartners.biz, submit a client tab, and we do the rest. That's it. You just send in a name and number, and we do everything else, and you'll get reports to see where they're at in the process.
We've got questions about marketing materials, flyers, and business cards, and all of that. When's that going to be in the back of the training?
We're working on that right now. We've got emails for you to send out to your lists, databases that can have a link in there to your landing page. So you can do an email campaign, get some quick traction. We're working on some flyers. We've got 1 or 2, but we still need to upload that into your training area, so your account executive portal.
Will those flyers be customizable?
Those flyers will be. We'll just figure that part out. So you'll be able to download the flyer, and it'll be editable, so you can put in your number and your phone number, and then your landing page if you've got a landing page.
Perfect. Is Dana continuing to only work with live people, or does he now have an online approach?
Dana does have an online approach. He does a lot of email marketing to house flippers, which is something that you can do as well. He works with a few different websites. Just to give you an idea, one of the websites, I'll just tell you, it's, what is it, 411?
Realestate411.com, I think.
Yeah, he's able to to pay a little bit of money to get a list and filter it down pretty tight, where he's basically buying email leads and sending an email out there. So we'll have example emails that you can send out and do things like that, get into the house flipper market and send emails out there. It should work. Those leads that we've received from his email campaigns have actually been really well, or really good. We've signed up a lot of people through those email campaigns.
Okay, we've got a question from Steven. He's asking, as you're funding startups, they may not be that strong financially speaking. What's your level of success with these guys? It's a great question. I would say probably 70–80% of our clients are startups, and so we have incredible levels of success with these startups, securing them as much as $200,000–300,000 in funding. On average, the average startup client is probably getting $60,000 to $70,000. And guys, that's all you need to grow a business. I mean, Under Armour was started with $40,000 in credit cards. So many times the entrepreneur thinks, oh, I need millions of dollars. No, you don't. You need enough to get going, make some money, prove your business model works, and then grow and expand from there. So we do very well with startups. And then the second half of your question is, well, what happens if they've got some issues on their credit? Well, it depends on how recent, right? We're looking for clients with all 3 credit scores above 650 on a creditchecktotal.com report. Soft inquiry, no adverse effect of the client's credit. So that's what we're going to use to underwrite them and get an approval. If they have verifiable personal income, that's going to help them get more money. But if they don't have verifiable income and they have the good credit score above 650, then we can get funding just based off of the credit score. If they have the good credit score with the personal income, we can get money that way. But what if their credit scores are below 650, they just don't have the credit to get there? Great question. Here's the answer. The answer is every passionate business owner or entrepreneur that wants to get a business going can find one family or friend with good credit who can be their credit partner. They've got to bring them legally in. It's easier to ask a family member or friend who's excited about entrepreneurship and business to co-sign for funding versus giving me their hard-earned money. And I know a lot of people just kind of go for that hard-earned money, but I'd much rather them just co-sign. They don't have to take any money out of the retirement account to help get the business going. And of course, you put a compensation structure in place for them, and that's how so many businesses have gotten started and have grown and gone crazy. In fact, I think of Samuel Adams, the beer company, and he went to his uncle. I think his uncle may have co-signed, or he helped him get some money. And so he didn't have the credit income to get that business started. His uncle helped him get it going. And his uncle yelled at him a few times when he wasn't doing things right. Boy, it sure worked out for him. That's a huge, huge company that's grown. I think we've all seen the commercials. They do have pretty good commercials. So it's all about a credit partner, one family member, one friend is all it takes to succeed. And every passionate business owner will find that one person, and they won't have any problem doing it. And most will find it within 48 hours is what we found.
There's the landing page that they get if you want to show them.
So this is the landing page that we set up for each account executive. We actually have a new video that's going to be on this page to kind of guide the client a little bit more and explain how the process works so that they're really comfortable moving forward. This landing page has had a very high conversion ratio, but the landing page with the video now should even increase that conversion more. So it's literally as simple as just getting prospective entrepreneurs who need funding to your landing page, and then the landing page does all the work, right? The client submits this, it goes into your report, it's tracked, it's your lead, you get credit for whether the client gets funding now or 2 years from now. You're going to get credit and get paid out on that.
We're up to 150 million now, so we actually have to update those landing pages.
That's right, yeah. We've been getting several $1 million a month, so we need to update that number. We just went over 150. So the goal this year actually is pretty ambitious. We're looking to help 5,000 entrepreneurs secure at least $50,000 per client for $250 million in funding. And I'm guessing we're going to create a few thousand jobs by doing that and change a lot of people's lives, so we're very excited about that. Any other questions that we have?
Let's see, I think that's pretty much it.
Okay, great. If you guys have any other questions, just send Austin an email, austin@fundwisecapital.com. And this concludes our webinar for the week. We'll be in touch with you.
One more question. Kevin Watkins asked if I can drive people to my landing page, there's nothing I have to actually input, right?
That is absolutely correct. That's the beauty of technology. That's why we've invested thousands of dollars into having technology that works just as hard as you do while you're sleeping at night. If you have people going to your landing page, they're putting their information in, they're going into the system, into the cog, and then we're taking care of it after that. And yeah, you don't have to input anything. You're going to get your daily, your weekly, your monthly reports, know exactly where your clients are at. We're going to be adding a video in the account executive training to explain the stages and statuses. So when you go to your leads and your pipeline report and you get those emailed to you, we actually explain in that video in your account executive portal what those stages and statuses mean, so you know how close the client is to the end of the process where they're getting funded and they're going to be making payment, and you're going to be paid, as soon as we receive payment on that. So, yep.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Well, great, guys. Let's have a great week. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Bring the energy. We've got good news. Let's share it with people. It's a momentum play. You're at the top of the mountain. Build a little snowball, and it'll start rolling and avalanching and growing with that effect. And that's what happens when you get momentum going with you. We're also going to be trying to give you additional tools every day, success stories, what's working, what's not, and then also some self-improvement things. It never ceases to amaze me how much money someone will spend to have a good time on the weekend, and they won't throw $1 or a dime down to improve themselves, to gain new skills. So I want to encourage you to take advantage of the free self-improvement information and videos that we send out to you on a daily basis. A lot of it's from great books we've read. A lot of it's from some of our multi-millionaire mentors that we work with, and different entrepreneur events. So take advantage of those, invest in yourself, and the return is going to be tremendous. Educate yourself and make it happen. Take action, and let's go. Have a great day, have a great week, and we'll talk to you next week.